Hello, loves. We are outside today talking about earthing. Saved my life. Helped me also tune into my spiritual gifts on a deeper level. So I'm going to tell you 5 ways that it can help you tune in and turn up your vibration. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Infinity Moonchild, and today we are going to talk about earthing. 5 ways that earthing can help turn up your vibration. I found out about earthing, the word earthing. I knew that grounding into the earth was beneficial in a lot of different ways. But in 2020, during the pandemic, my family and I decided that it would be best to travel, to get in an RV, buy an RV, 21-foot RV, and go with a 6-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a little baby. And during that time, I was really searching and going deeper in my spiritual journey. My dad had transitioned, and the world seemed crazy, and I needed guidance from my spiritual guides. So I started to ask. And actually, I had a soul coach that asked me if I had heard about earthing. And I started to do some research and investigate on what earthing was. And basically, it is being outside in nature and tuning into the vibration, to the energetic field of the planet. So, as we were traveling, I decided that this would be the perfect time, and with everything in my life kind of feeling out of control and feeling overwhelming grief from losing my dad, I decided to connect in a spiritual level, because I also know that there is no death, that his spirit was everywhere. And I also had guides and spirit to guide me, and ancestors, and the birds, and the trees. So I started to tune in. So I want to talk to you about 5 different ways. And the first one is to trust. It helps with trusting in your intuitive gifts. I've always felt very intuitive, but it wasn't something that I was encouraged to use every day or to really tap into. So while I was spending time outside, I started to, it forced me to really quiet my mind, to really quiet and start to listen. So I knew intuitively that I had feelings, gut feelings, sometimes even sounds, and lots of different signs would come to me. So when I was outside and spending time intentionally earthing, things would come. There was one time while we were on the road, we were in Texas at this beautiful campsite, and I was really in a space of needing a sign from spirit that we were doing the right thing. You know, I had my 3 little kids during the pandemic, and we're traveling around and just unsure of what was next for us. And my partner was making a delicious vegetarian meal, and you could smell it all around. And I went outside to throw something away in the trash, and there were at least 30 deer just spread about all around our camper. Food must have smelled pretty good, because they were all around. And I was like speechless. I thought, oh my God, thank you for this sign through the animals that we are protected, that we are surrounded with the energy of spirit, that there is abundance everywhere, that you can trust in your intuition that you're on the right path. So that was an amazing experience, and also a really cool way of helping me to really trust into my intuitive gifts. All right, number 2, inner stillness and clarity. This was really an important one for me. It was helping to reduce that mental chatter, that monkey mind, that all of the things that nowadays with social media and just so much activity going on in the world, that sometimes it feels hard to just be still. And when you finally do sit down and you're still and ready to meditate, your mind is racing and going everywhere. I have always had a really active mind, always thinking several thoughts, lots of downloads coming in and not knowing really what to do with them. And in this time, it really helped me to get some clarity with the things that were coming to me, but also helped me to just find some inner peace and take time to breathe. Being outside, the trees, with the air, with all of the elements around, it helped me to really find that inner stillness, that inner peace within. It was a beautiful thing. And during times when grief just feels so overwhelming, it really does help to feel like you can breathe. There's times where just anxiety partnered with grief with me, and just times where I just didn't understand what was next. So this was really helpful. Also, number 3, energetic cleansing. Now, as an energy practitioner, I understand how beneficial this is, and I use it. I spend time earthing every day, every single day. And it's beautiful outside, but also during the winter, I came out and had my feet in the snow, my bare feet in the ground in the snow, to clear stagnant energy, dense energy, feelings of heaviness, feelings of sadness, feelings of grief, again, big thing. And it helped that. It helped me to find balance within myself without having to take any type of medication. And also, as you can see, the sun shining down was giving me like natural vitamin D. Oh man, I just feel like jumping around and dancing right now just talking to you. But I'm trying to keep it together for this, to give you some information on how powerful it is, to Earth, to really get your feet in Mother Earth, and allow her, excuse me, to take those feelings of doubt, those feelings of sadness, those feelings of despair, or just to get you, to balance you out. It was fantastic for me, really life-changing. Okay, number 4, deepen. It helped to deepen my connection to my higher self. And that was a magical thing. It actually helped me to access my inner wisdom. And that was really important during times in our lives where we feel like there are so many voices out there, so many people telling you, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Look at that guy, watering the plants. So accessing that inner wisdom and knowing that the guidance that you are receiving is truly the right guidance for you. I want to talk about a time during the pandemic again where I was outside with my partner and our 3 kids, and we were outside and a car drove by. This was in the middle of the pandemic. It was crazy. But a car drove by and said, "Go home, go inside your house." And we all just kind of turned around and looked and thought, really? Really? You're yelling at us to go out inside our house? And as we were outside, we kind of laughed about it, but immediately I felt this calm inside. There was no need to yell back or give them the finger or anything, even though they probably deserved it. But I felt this inner wisdom telling me, no, this is exactly where you're supposed to be. Don't trust your intuition. Trust that you are supposed to be outside, breathing this air and not sitting in your home afraid that that there's sickness that is going to attack you. That the best place to be is outside, to release any energy from you. And this isn't included in our spiritual, the ones I'm talking about today, but one huge one about earthing is to increase your immune system. So I was listening to my inner wisdom, my inner guidance, and I'm so grateful that I did, because we stayed healthy that whole time, and we traveled, and we were outside, and we were breathing fresh air, and I was receiving messages from all over. But in particular, there's this one time where we were in Florida, and as we were settling in and the kids were starting to fall asleep, we were all falling asleep, I started to hear an owl outside, hooting outside, and it was giving me such peace and also affirmation that my inner wisdom was on point, that we were doing exactly what we were supposed to do. Totally grateful for the earth, for the energy of the earth during that time. So, all right. Number 5, enhance your meditation and spiritual practice. This was huge for me. I meditated before really doing a consistent earthing practice, but nothing like once I started to really tap into the earth's energy. At that time, I really started to explore these inner realms within myself. Getting into a deep meditation and journeying to spirit realms, receiving messages from ancestors and spirit guides of the highest good, of angels and deep connections. I mean, this goes a little woo-woo, but being led by by my connection to the cosmos. Now, as I grounded deeper into the earth and tuned in and rooted in, it actually gave me the opportunity to raise my vibration even higher and to expand and to go even higher in my meditation, in my spiritual practice, in my spiritual connection with Source. So I started to receive visions. I started to connect with my voice, but receiving light language and sounds and songs and melodies that I hadn't had before. So, but it required me to tune in and to ground into the earth as deeply as I could and feel safe be rooted, actually root in with that root chakra, to be able to then open up and move up through my luminous energy field into the cosmic realm and receive guidance, receive healing for my mind, my body, my spirit, and to help me explore places that I had never been, receive messages from those that had passed on, letting me know that all is well, that all is well. And during a time when you're feeling, especially if you're going through a spiritual awakening or dealing with grief, dealing with losing a loved one or a relationship ending, sickness in your body, please, earthing. I cannot say enough about it. This is just one episode. I will talk more about it, the actual physical benefits of our 3D body. But this one is about our spiritual connection to this earth, to this planet, and how it allows us to receive energy, guidance, and also to release that which no longer serves us, that which is heavy and is bringing our vibration down. So that's it. Our 5 spiritual things today about earthing. And also, there's our garden right there. We've been gardening and tuning into the earth. And the garden, oh my goodness, it shows life, it shows possibility, it shows the power of plants and our planet, putting our feet and fingers in the dirt, getting dirty, and in the most spiritually delightful way. Earthing. It's going to be more episodes about this because it really truly did heal my heart, heal my life, and connected me to the high vibes. So thanks for tuning in and turning up your vibration with me. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Give it a like and comment if you are familiar with earthing. If you're not, if you have a question that I can answer on my channel and give you more information about earthing. If you have an earthing experience that was like phenomenal, and please share it. I would love to hear. Thank you again. Thank you, loves, for tuning in. Have a lovely, lovely day. Get outside. Put your feet in the grass. Let go of all that tension and that anxiety, and allow the Earth Mother, Pachamama, to heal you, to hold you, to let you know that all is well. Peace.